Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday morning, April 9th. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. So double inside days for both of us. Range expansion on Thursday was fantastic. It was nice on Friday. Yesterday shrinks to one of our smalls of the year, and our volume in SPY yesterday was the lightest of the year. So it didn't last very long. However, I do believe volatility will rear its head at some point this week. The bigger picture is this as I scale out. It's Thursday's range, okay? Everything else below Thursday's high, above Thursday's low is noise. You might come out of an inside day today and get good extension. I'm not saying we can't. But until we take out Thursday's high, which would then put us in a good position to make a new all-time high, or take out Thursday's low, which would then have the ability to start making the weekly from balance to down. Remember, the weekly hasn't been down on the S&P in over 22, 23 weeks. Okay? So, until that happens, noise. We've spent 2 full days trading within 4 time frames from that push down on Thursday. So please, keep that in mind as today's trading starts. Again, there's nothing really out today. It's tomorrow that could have the ability to move this market pretty good with CPI, Fed minutes, and bond auctions. Righty also in balance on the daily. So again, game plan early today. We'll see where the overnight high and low is. Again, you can fade each one. Depending on where they are. I went up. I was in front of my dad's computer. Market was selling down. I went upstairs for about a half hour, came down, and look where we are now. Again, we've talked about this a lot also. 16 wide overnight park, and then they decide to get away from it. So we'll see if that's going to be the case again. So depending on where the overnight high is, again, you could front run it and use the poor high as you're out. We've had 2 poor highs in a row. Don't forget that. Don't forget, we also have some large singles still above us from Thursday. So, again, the market's going to have to do a lot of work to get to Thursday's high if they want to come out of balance in that vein. And on the downside, not as much work to do as pretty much a price vacuum down to Thursday's low if they got aggressive to the downside. So we talk about it a lot, fading an overnight high or an overnight low. That's one thing we look for. Second thing we look for is if they do get the overnight high, then on a pullback, I'd be more comfortable taking a long since they got it. Now, again, we got both sides of the IB yesterday again, but we did not get both overnights. We missed the overnight high, okay, and the overnight low. We didn't get either. That's the 3rd time this year, which is rare. We only did it 5 times all last year. So again, once you get one, I could start leaning to take a trade on the other side, just like I did yesterday in NQ when I got the overnight low. Yes, they pushed higher, but it still provided some good shorts on an ebb and flow trade. And then the third and biggest trade to look for would be to come out of balance, which means taking out yesterday's high or yesterday's low and going with it, but monitor for continuation or lack of. And then on the chart, just going to show you the daily. Huge range Thursday, very nice Friday, even though it was inside, minuscule yesterday. Is it going to be another small range today? Remains to be seen, but remember, the bigger move will come above either Thursday's high or Thursday's low. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Good luck trading today, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.